Yes. What's up, everybody? It's been a while, but welcome back to ILLCOMMUNICATION. Today is a very, very exciting day because I get to introduce you to the winner of our Unsung Heroes remix contest, the one and only Grid Division.
Yo.
AKA Noah, who is coincidentally a Bay Area resident. So, yeah, very, very cool. So he's come over to our house on this fine Sunday afternoon to pick up his many prizes and high fives as well.
Yeah.
Collecting high fives. But yeah, so that was really stiff competition, man. You were up against I think it was 514 remixes.
Yeah.
That was a lot. And I gotta say, one thing that really impressed us was the way you just, did your thing. A lot of people, I think they were trying to give us what they thought we wanted to hear.
Right. Yeah.
And that was definitely not the way to win over the judges. Do or do not. There is no try. Ask Yoda.
Right.
But yeah, it was really cool, man. So how did you get into this style that you have?
It's kind of just a lot of trial and error. With that remix, I started it for in 2 days I had something going, and it wasn't really working. And I took a few days off, went back, and kind of everything started blending together and coming about. Yeah, so I kind of like to make really funky stuff.
Yeah.
And then the blend of the bass music with the funk, kind of added in those time changes and stuff. I guess.
Well, it's like a style that a lot of people are going for, and not a lot of people are nailing it. So
right.
It's really it's really cool that you managed to really get all the pieces gelling together, and really the mix and mastering. Really impressed KJ as well. You're saying you work at a studio in the Bay. Can you tell us a little bit about working at the studio?
I work at Studio Trilogy.
Okay.
And I do everything there, but everything from engineering to producing and stuff. Recording, mixing, some mastering too.
And how did you get involved with them? Can you tell us a little bit about how you first got involved with that studio?
It just started as an intern.
See?
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta pay it forward,
toilets,
people.
Cleaning floors, doing all that.
I've cleaned many a rave bathroom.
Yeah, that's probably
not pretty. Oh yeah, it's not pretty. But that's how you get the time slots. When you play the weird music, and it's a long time ago.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. So you're interning at this place. Was there a particular person who gave you the tap to get in, or did you
Well, I went to a school. Went to an engineering school.
Okay, cool. Which school?
It's called CRAS. It's a super long name. It's Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences.
Crass. I like it.
Yeah. It's one of those for-profit kind of places.
Yeah.
Kind of get what you make of it. But yeah, they hooked up with an internship.
Okay, right on.
But anyone can intern there too.
Sweet.
For the most part.
Sweet. So your remix is really, really musical. It's all over the shop, and there's tons of crazy chords and stuff in there. Do you play instruments? And
started playing guitar when in high school, middle school, but I haven't played that for 5 years or so.
So how are you entering all the MIDI for all those melodies and stuff?
Most of it I play really horribly on the keyboard.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fix all the notes later. And for the chords, I looked up jazz piano lessons on YouTube, and kind of just because I really am horrible at playing the piano, so I really just kind of was looking for them talking about how they're making the chords. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that it really came out well, and I think there's and a lot of time when people make music that is really melodic, they kind of things are either melodic or glitchy. You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of that glitchiness, it sounds like it's coming from like you're sampling down your melody stems and editing them and stuff. Or, but I mean, you know, there's edit plugins and stuff too. Like how are you blending like the melodic elements with the glitchiness? Is it like rendering and resampling? Is it like using Sugar Bytes plugins or?
Most of it's manual.
Most of it's manual.
But it's different every time, really. But I think like the first like drop, I guess, of that song was all like resampling to audio and chopping up, and then the second one was pretty much all MIDI, and I just kind of like edited the MIDI.
Cool.
Yeah.
And do you find that you have parts in either audio or MIDI form, or are they in both forms?
Yeah, both. For
Both?
sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's
Sound,
another
I guess.
thing that I do too. Is, you know, a lot of time when people are afraid to sample their parts down because they're like, oh, what if I want to change the MIDI part? But
You just gotta
just
commit.
have both. Just have both, you know. But yeah.
Save a new project. Then if you really mess it up, you can just pull it back later.
Very cool. So we're on I saw you on the lineup for the UNS Festival.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Are you
That's
you
cool.
playing a lot of live shows these days? Are you like something that you're starting to focus on more? Or?
Well, for a while I was just trying to like make music to where I could have stuff to actually play.
Yeah.
So now I've kind of just started to, you know, look to play shows. So that's actually like my first gig that I've been booked
That's
on yet.
cool.
Yeah.
So what's the live show like?
Still working on that, but
Yeah.
you know, just kind of DJing right now. So the goal though is to I have like a sax player and a guitar player that I record with a lot.
Oh, right on.
My preferable show would be to have them playing with me for songs and kind of DJing the songs without the guitar, without the sax.
Have you seen the Opio Band?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Super rad.
Pretty
Super
cool.
rad.
Yeah, he's really managed to find a great way to fuse the two.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time I find like, you know, some attempts to include live musicians just are a mess, you know. But the Opio Band is really kicking ass.
Yeah, they really rocked it.
I'm really excited to see KJ Saka and Mr. Bill have a band now.
Right.
And KJ's
Those videos they've been doing
the
are
full
wild.
drum kit, and like, you know, Bill is like, he can do no wrong, you know. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty cool to see that. I'm gonna go check that out in Oakland actually at the end of the month. So
Yeah,
you know,
Wormhole.
Yeah, then you can meet KJ.
Hey.
Yeah, it'll be good. Cool, man. So you know, if you know, I can tell you're still really just you know, you're just getting started on your path here, which is amazing because, you know, your production, you sound like you've been producing for fucking like 20 years, you know. So I'm really curious, like, you know, what, you know, you've won this remix contest, you've got sweet gigs coming up, people are taking heed, you know. What do you want to do with Grid Division? Like, what's your vision for the product or project?
I basically right now I'm just trying to like make like I feel like I have you know, this creative like drive right now, so I'm just kind of trying to like write as much as I can while I'm still like very inspired to like be writing. I would love to be at the point where I can play like an all original set and it's diverse and like different most of the time, you know.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, you got a pretty diverse grip of tunes on your SoundCloud.
Yeah,
man. What are your favorites of other than the remix? Like what do you think really exemplifies your work the best and you'd like people to download?
The ones that haven't come out yet.
Oh, you bastard!
As far as the ones that are out right now, I did some kind of remixes that I didn't call remixes because I didn't want SoundCloud to take them down.
Yes.
I called the EP like Funk Vision. They're like some old kind of 70s funk soul tunes.
Right on.
I thought those kind of captured the style.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds dope, man. Like we'll have to make sure that there's a download. I'll talk when giving you guys the download.
Those ones you can download.
Yeah,
for
so
free,
check the link in the description. You know, you get the downloads. Cool, man. That's very cool. So once you get this discog, like, are you looking to put out like an album or a bunch of EPs or?
For the next stuff.
Yeah, for like this unreleased music that and, you know.
Yeah. basically I did a bunch of remixes for people that are all unreleased.
Yeah.
So the next few months those should be coming out. And then right now I'm just working on an EP.
Okay, cool.
4 to 6 tunes.
Do you have a label in mind yet?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything you can share with us, or still in the works?
Yeah,
let's
still
not
in the
jinx it
works,
then.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very cool, man. I'm really curious to hear lots more Grid Division. So, what like you're obviously very competent at producing. Do you have any advice for people who are up and coming producers?
Yeah, just to keep doing it. Like, I feel like 80% of the time, I felt like what I was doing was horrible and not good at all. And I definitely threw away a lot of that stuff. But yeah, just to, for me, every time I write, there's like a wall. So for a couple hours, everything sounds horrible. And then after that, it starts sounding really cool. So just to keep pushing, I guess.
Yeah, man. I feel the same way too. A lot of the time, like on some of my best tunes, I'll be about halfway through and I'll be like, I'm a terrible producer. Everything I do is bad. Why do I even have any friends?
Yeah. And you can show it to people, and like at that point, it probably doesn't sound that good.
Yeah, it probably does.
But there's some really great ideas, and it's all about like just honing in on those ideas and like gluing them together. At least for me, anyways.
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely feel you. Man, I'm up against a pretty strict deadline tonight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's gonna be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
See if I can pull it off.
I had a remix I had to finish in like 2 days.
Oh wow, that's always a challenge.
Had most of it started, but yeah, it
drink coffee on that
worked
one.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Cheers.
sure. Okay, cool. Anything else that you'd like to add? Anything you want to plug? You got any releases coming out? Or
there's a Glitch and Funk Volume 2 album coming out on Adapted April 11th.
Very cool.
I have a tune on there. I think that song is kind of, for me anyways, kind of defines the style of what I'm going for the next EP.
Okay, what's it called?
The song's called Times Are Changing.
Times Are Changing. Okay,
Yeah.
keep an eye out.
Cool.
Very cool. Okay, wicked. And any shout outs you want to give? Any favorite VST plugins? Any other last articles you want people to read? Any homework for the people or shout outs?
Always read the unts. And
always read the unts.
I like Serum right now. That one's cool.
Yeah, me tue. Definitely.
Yeah.
Serum's pretty cool. LFO Tool. I've been really getting into LFO Tool too. It's also Xfer Records.
Oh, really?
And it's basically like you have 12 LFOs in a box, and you can set them to be like volume or pan or filter or whatever, and you can program like get your fake sidechain on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can you assign them to each other?
No, it's just like you have a bunch of different parameters, and you can have up to 12 of these LFOs affecting different parameters. Nice. But it's pretty much just like a filter and volume and panning and stuff. But
yeah,
a lot of the time it's nice to have just that like synced LFO that just runs over everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. You can set it to MIDI trigger too. But yeah, that's another one. And Cthulhu, if you fuck with Cthulhu, that's also Xfer Records.
That one I think I've heard of that.
It's really cool. You can basically take each key and turn it into a chord. So you can program chord progressions that you can just play like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with one hand, and then it like spits out chords. But yeah, that's another very, very cool one. Mr. Bill turned me on to that, but that's also I think it's is it Transfer Records or Xfer Records?
I just say Transfer.
Transfer. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Transfer Records, makers of Serum. But yeah, the whole suite is very cool. I'm a big fan.
Check that out.
Yeah, big fan of Steve Duda. Yeah, man, he's pretty rocking. Okay, wicked. So then yes, the winning remix has just premiered on the Unts, and it will be on the Unsung Heroes Remixes EP, which comes out Tuesday, or for those of you in the future, it came out March 15th on Impossible Records, which is KJ Saka's fantastic label. There's all kinds of other remixes from some real heavy hitters. It was tough to pick, and there's even Rebel Rouser, he handed his in late. He probably would have been in the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a real contender too.
Wow.
So, but he was late. But better late than never. So it's on the EP. But yeah, there's a lot of really serious remixes on there. So definitely check them out. All right, lots of love, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the interwebs. Peace.
Who the illest?